In part 2 of this section, we shall study about features of money market. So let us try to understand the different features of money market. Now the very uh, first feature of Indian money market, which is dichotomy structure of money market, makes India's money market quite peculiar in nature compared to the money market in other countries. And why this is so? Because Indian money market has a coexistence of both organized and unorganized sector. The organized money market is regulated and controlled by Reserve Bank of India, and it consists of financial institutions like commercial banks, mutual fund houses, etc. However, the unorganized money market consists of money lenders, indigenous bankers, pawnbrokers, traders, chit fund companies, family, friends, which are not regulated by any particular central agency, nor do they work in coordination with each other. Okay, so there does not any exist any regulatory authority for them. So many a times this unorganized sector of money market works irrespective of the economic financial policies of the nation. Even when there is inflation and RBI is expecting to reduce the liquidity or to reduce the money supply in the market, they might go ahead and increase the money supply. The second feature is it is seasonal in nature. Indian money market is considered to have a busy season and a slack season with respect to demand for funds. Now, why this is so? Because India has been an agricultural economy. Till today, a huge percentage of India's population workforce is engaged into agriculture sector. And since agriculture and related industrial activities are at their peak during October to April, the demand for funds is higher during those months, while the demand falls during May to September when crops are usually sown and the demand there is the farmer doesn't need money to invest or to buy any of the agricultural inputs. During slack season, the loan borrowed are generally repaid or retained. If we try to understand the rate of interest on the loan during the slack and the busy season, it is but obvious that during peak season or the busy season, rate of interest on the loans is higher, while during the slack season it is lower. Third one is multiplicity of interest rate. Now there exists a wide variation with respect to interest rates in Indian money market. The rate of interest charged by the public sector banks differ from that of the private sector banks and that of the cooperative banks. The difference arises depending upon the purpose of borrowing, time period and credit history of the borrower. Fourth feature is money market deals with short-term funds or financial assets which are called as near money. The maturity period of the financial assets traded in money market is up to 1 year. Fifth feature is predominance of government and semi-government securities. Unlike the developed countries, the bill market in India is largely dominated by government and semi-government securities such as treasury bills which are issued by RBI on behalf of government, dated government securities, promissory notes and government bonds. The sixth feature of India's money market is its underdeveloped bill market. Now, RBI, Central Bank of the nation, has tried different measures to popularize the use of bill of exchange. The measures adopted by RBI included simplification of rediscounting procedures, remission of stamp duty on bill of exchange of 3 months tenure, selectively increasing participants in bill rediscounting market, setting up of Discount and Finance House of India, enabling multiple rediscounting of bills. But unfortunately, despite all these efforts, bill financing has not been able to even partially substitute cash credit. It constitutes less than 10% of the bank credit in India. This is because many times traders or the merchants find that it is easy to deal with cash in buying and selling transactions rather than use credit instrument like bill of exchange. Somehow, traders in India are unable to see the benefits of trading with a financial instrument like commercial bill of exchange, and still they prefer using cash credit. Next feature of money market is minimal coordination. There is lack of or minimum coordination and integration among different components of money market in India. The organized sector is regulated by RBI. The unorganized sector operates without control or regulation of any centralized agency or organization. Many a times, institutions of organized sector compete with each other rather than complementing each other in their efforts, especially in the rural areas. This is particularly so, or you'll find it when nationalized bank and the regional rural banks, that is RRBs, compete with each other in order to ensure that their priority sector lending targets are met. Limited instruments which are used in India's money market becomes the next feature. The Indian money market uses limited instruments for purpose of borrowing and lending. The money market instruments used in India include treasury bills, commercial paper, certificate of deposits, repurchase agreement, and bankers acceptance. While most of the Western countries use commercial bill of exchange, federal funds, municipal funds, short-lived mortgage and asset-backed securities in addition to the one used in India. Even the bankers acceptance, which we are stating as financial instrument used in the money market, has the coverage of that particular financial instrument is quite negligible, though many committees which have been set up to enhance the use and scope of financial instruments have been encouraging the use of that particular instrument. Last one to deal in the class of the syllabus is isolation from foreign money market. The interaction between Indian and foreign money market is minimum. Hardly any flow of funds takes place between the two markets. This is partly due to exchange control restrictions on capital movements and partly due to unorganized money market in India.